Disney caved in and added Iron Fist, the Defenders, and Punisher to their hype-up video of brand new content for March. So that was a step forward, and then they take half a step back by recommending that you don't watch the Punisher or Iron Fist. You can still watch the Defenders though, that's cool, that was alright. So what has happened is Disney has put together their fantastic things to watch this week. Of course, there's a lot of content coming. We've talked about it. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, The Punisher, The Defenders, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So after some complaints, they added them to the March hype-up video because fans were like, hey, why don't you tell everybody that they will be able to watch Iron Fist and The Punisher and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and The Defenders. And they did. But now, in the hype-up to what they're going to recommend you watch when it hits the service, or as it slowly starts to roll out, because again, not everywhere is getting it right away. It's going to take a little bit of time to get there. It's interesting because they recommend you watch Daredevil, and Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage, and The Defenders, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They don't recommend you watch The Punisher or Iron Fist. Now, I love the fact that Iron Fist Season 1 essentially is the backbone to everything that goes on in The Defenders, and Season 2 is deeply connected to everything as well, and they're just like, you don't have to watch that. Also watch The Punisher, but we're not showing any of the images on the service that have The Punisher and Daredevil. We're just going to kind of swipe that over to the side over there, but hey, The Punisher's still on there, but we don't recommend that. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., guys, hey, it's here. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we're finally acknowledging its existence. Man, this whole rollout of everything has been really weird. And as people are saying, they're probably not going to recommend Iron Fist and Punisher to people when they wrap up one of the other series. It's going to be one of the things you have to seek out by yourself. Kind of like the Inhumans, they never recommend you watch it. You have to actively search for it if you want it to show up. Like, it'll show up in the Marvel section, but they're like, we're never going to recommend that when you watch something else. They're essentially going to do the same thing here. And there's obvious reasons as for why. Iron Fist, obviously, it wasn't well received, and it has its behind-the-scenes problems, and boy, those go deep, and The Punisher is The Punisher, so that's that. And it's just kind of interesting to look at this whole scenario and just go, well, I guess we know when people and characters and things start coming back to the MCU, I guess we kind of know who we can expect to be at the forefront and who's going to get shoved off to the side and probably never show up again. And I guess this is a good indicator of that. It is interesting, though, that they're like, okay, now you can watch Defenders. But, okay. Well, I do suppose that Iron Fist is the best when he's in the Luke Cage show and the Defenders, because that's when people said, wow, if he was more like this, we would be interested more in his series, but he wasn't, so that's unfortunate.